Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-Pack Screen Protector Plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Andrew Tate sued by model ex-girlfriend for alleged sexual assault and battery. Controversial social media influencer Andrew Tate is being sued by his ex-girlfriend over alleged sexual assault, battery, and gender violence. The self-proclaimed misogynist's attorney has dismissed the suit as a blatant cash grab and one designed to gain money and attention. However, the lawsuit filed by model Brianna Stern, 24, in Los Angeles describes their relationship initially as a dream come true, but says that over time he became emotionally and physically abusive. The pair were together for 10 months. Documents say that during a violent encounter that allegedly took place on March 11 at the Beverly Hills Hotel, Ms. Stern alleges that she was assaulted and threatened. Tate's representative, Joseph McBride, told the BBC, "Andrew's legal team stands ready to defend him fiercely in court, where the truth will expose this baseless scheme." He also attacked Ms. Stern's attorney, Tony Busby, who represents dozens of victims alleging sexual assault against Sean Diddy Combs, referring to him as a low-life bottom feeder. Don't miss, adolescence should be a wake-up call. It's time for action from the very top latest. Ms. Stern claims that a pattern of alleged manipulation and grooming began when she first met the 38-year-old in Romania, where she had traveled for a modeling job in summer 2024. The lawsuit states that Tate told her that he takes care of the women he dates, and that she would not have to work if they were a couple. She said that despite the former professional kickboxer initially presented himself as charming, but quickly became demeaning and threatening. In her reports, she says that he referred to her as his property and subjected her to verbal abuse, calling her an idiot. Relating to the Beverly Hills Hotel incident, he beat, choked, and threatened to kill her whilst they were having sex. She said that the encounter started off as consensual, but that in the end she cried for him to stop. The lawsuit states, Tate began verbally degrading plaintiff as he routinely did, but this time it was much worse, more aggressive, and more violent. Don't miss, I'm a psychiatrist. Here's how to keep your son safe from toxic online content, latest. The complaint continued that the 62 businessman hit her in the face and head when she cried for him to stop, alleging that at one point the pressure on her neck almost made her pass out. Ms. Stern said that afterwards she acted as though nothing was wrong in order to leave the hotel safely in the morning. However, when she later sought medical attention, a doctor told her she had post-concussion syndrome. She reported waiting until he left the country to report the assault to law enforcement. The lawsuit states that Tate allegedly messaged her saying, "If you ever betray me, you will regret it." In the suit, Ms. Stern is seeking punitive damages (AMD), a temporary restraining order. She has said that he hopes the legal action will stop Tate from his pattern of using and abusing women. A post shared by Bry at the Bristern. How much Ms. Stern is seeking in damages has not been revealed, but documents ask the court for statutory damages, attorney and court costs, and any further relief as the court may deem just and proper. Following the lawsuit being filed, the 24-year-old posted a statement on her Instagram stating that she was still in love with Tate, remarking, "Maybe that is Stockholm Syndrome." In her post she writes, "My name is Bry Stern, I'm from Los Angeles, California. I met Andrew Tate in the summer of 2024, and we were in a relationship for almost a year. We met because he needed models for his crypto coin, and I needed lessons on crypto to save my coin sister. We spent as much time together as we could, but when we weren't physically together, we were in communication all day, every day. He was my best friend. I stood by him unwaveringly. We made plans to live together, first in Romania, and then in Miami once he traveled to America." A post shared by Bry at the Bristern. She continued, "He wanted to start a new life together. Once he arrived in the US, he wanted me to have his children and always told me we would be together forever." She then goes on to describe the Beverly Hills Hotel incident, writing, "The last time I saw Andrew was on March 11, 2025 at the Beverly Hills Hotel. The last words he said to me before I left the hotel were, "Shut the fuck up, bitch. You will never backtalk me. You are my property." Due to the events that had transpired in the early hours of that day, as well as his final degrading words, something just clicked. I finally recognized that someone who truly loved me wouldn't say those things to me or hurt me repeatedly the way that he did. I think for the first time, I realized the gravity of the situation. This wasn't a joke or an internet facade. This was the reality of my boyfriend and my life, and I needed to take back control. She continued, "You are my property," echoed in my mind, and that was not the future I wanted for myself or my future children. It was not easy, but I gathered the courage to do what I had contemplated doing for a long time: leave him. I grabbed my things and walked out of the hotel and out of our relationship. That day, even though I was terrified, I made a promise to myself that I would not go back no matter what he said, no matter what he did. I blocked his numbers, blocked him on all social media platforms and on all communication apps. I went to a doctor. I went to the police. "The last week has been very difficult and extremely scary for me," she said. "I am an emotional wreck and am constantly looking over my shoulder. I'm not the person I was before. Andrew tested me recently and let me know, if you ever betray me, you will regret it. He has told me on many occasions before that if I crossed him, he would ruin my life, rape me, or kill me." A post shared by Bry at the Bristern. Coming out about this is really terrifying in all aspects. The entire situation is very traumatic and extremely difficult. I considered many times just silently leaving Andrew and saying nothing, doing nothing, because I was scared, and because it was honestly hard for me to accept that I was being abused. But I can now see that doing so would be the cowardly approach. I know I can't be silent. I have to make my voice heard, no matter how difficult that road may be. I also know there are many women out there who are in the same position as me, terrified and scared, who are being hurt by the person who's supposed to love them the most. To those women I say, you are much stronger than you know. I know firsthand how hard it can be to even talk about it, but I urge you, find your voice. You are not alone. Walk away and take control of your life while you still can. She ended her post by saying, "I will not publicly go over the details of my relationship with Andrew Tate. I know he and his followers will insult and attack me. I don't care because I speak the truth. I will not comment further about Andrew Tate beyond what my lawyer has set forth in detail in my lawsuit. Those facts speak for themselves." Tate has not publicly commented himself on these accusations. If you've been the victim of sexual assault, you can access help and resources via www.rapecrises.org, UK, or calling the National Telephone Helpline on 808 800 299 99.